Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, God's Will, Season 1, Episode 1. And today I want to take a moment to pray, a moment to reveal myself to you through God, a moment to acknowledge God's love towards me, and a moment to strengthen each and every individual out there who needs strength. And coming from someone like me who has been through so many phases in life, who has gone through so many hoops, and who has been through so many temptations and is still going through temptations, I know that I am fit enough. I am fit enough to help anyone build their faith and to help anyone know that the struggle is real and all we have to do is keep on trying. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more great testimonies from me and other individuals that can help you change your life. So first off, for those of you who knew me and who knows me well, I have always been the girl who's been extremely shy, always knew what she wanted to be, always focused, but always told not to shine or not to do this or you're different, and always told what to do in a certain way. And I always loved myself and I always appreciated my differences, my talents. However, there were so many people in my life who saw me as a distraction, who saw me as someone who can, be good or bring out good information or be great. And I never knew God wanted to use me like that. But what I know, at a very, very young age, I got to know who God is. I was baptized at the age of around 8 years old or 10 years old, which was really great. And I knew God. I knew that I wanted to accept Him in my life at that age. And that is when my life changed. I remember after getting baptized, one day my mom and I was home and I heard this voice calling me, Shanika, Shanika, Shanika. So I asked her, I said, Mom, are you hearing this? She said, no, I'm not hearing that. And I ran outside to look for the man who was calling me. And when I ran outside in the open, I started hearing the voice from the sky. Like literally, I heard this golden voice from the sky calling me, Shanika, Shanika. And when I heard this voice repeatedly calling me, I got an urge to say, yes, here I am. And upon saying, yes, here I am, it's like something changed in my life. I was just filled with the Holy Spirit in a way that I can, have so many strength to go through all those things that I've been through in my life. I was able to make good decisions. I was able to pray regardless of every situation that has happened, regardless of who hurt me. I was able to forgive. I was able to, go through so many things that as a normal human being I was not able to conquer on my own. And I say all that to say, whenever you hear God calling, whenever you hear Jesus calling, whether it's calling in your heart, whether it's calling by means of a pastor, by means of someone ministering to you, we need to accept Him and we need to say, yes, God, here I am. I'm kneeling before you. Do whatever you want with me. Have your way with me, God. Because at the end of the day, that is the only thing that's going to help us in this life. As you can see, we are in the last days. So many things are happening. So many people are losing their lives in a blink of an eye. Temptation is right outside our door. We don't have to search for temptation, it's right there. So what we need to do is make sure that we are always on the right path. Nobody's saying that you have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes every single day. I'm a mom, I'm young. There are times I feel like there are so many things I want to do or I should be doing at my young age. I should be experiencing certain things. I shouldn't be held down in this sort of way. And then there are times I say, you know what? I want to serve God. So every day it's like a fight. It's like two different spirits. It's like two different personalities in my life. And a lot of persons look up to me. A lot of persons admire me, but I know for a fact I have to fight every single day to keep focused, to keep steady. And what do I do sometimes? Sometimes I fail within my person. Sometimes someone from the outside has to come in and say, hey, Shanika, I know that you are greater than this. I know that you were meant to do good things. I know you have a good heart. Sometimes even I myself doubt myself because I'm wondering, why is it that I'm in these sort of situations? Then I understood that some of the things that I'm suffering from, most of the things that I am being tempted to do, are things that I desire. These are not things that God threw in my face or Satan threw in my face to get me to be a part of his kingdom. These are things that I genuinely would like to try, genuinely would like to would want to do. And with that being said, I act upon my feelings and I act upon my desires, and that is the reason why some of the things are tempting me today. But with God and with the persons around me who's always there for me, who has never given up on me, I was able to make it through, and I'm still fighting. As we stand, I am still fighting. But I say all this to let you know that you should never ever give up, regardless of the situation. If you fall 7 times, you need to rise 7 times, because I'm always falling. I'm always finding myself down on the ground where I feel like I can't stand up anymore. But do you know what I do? I get up each and every time. I dust out myself and I start moving and I start walking, because I know for a fact I am heading in God's direction, and it doesn't matter whatever happens. In my heart, I trust in him and I love him, and I know that he loves me too, and I want to abide by his will in every way necessary. So I will not purposely do things that's going to cause me to lose his love, lose his faith. I want to be as close to God as possible, and there are times in my life I just genuinely need help. I need help. And when I need help, there are times I have to go on my knees and I have to beg and I have to cry and I have to plead and I have to say, God, forgive me. God, you see my heart. Lord, you're the only one who understands the fight and the pain that I'm going through on a daily basis. You are the only one who can take it away from me. You need to be my counselor, Lord. Send someone, Lord. Just do something different. Help me to see you. Help me to understand the person that I was meant to be, Lord. I know that I was meant to work for you, Lord, but sometimes I lose my way. Just help me. Just keep me, Lord. There are times I want to give up. There are genuine times when I felt like this is not what I was meant to do. I need to go this way, but God is heading in this direction, and I want to go this way or that way. So many times I felt like, hey, this is not what I was meant to be doing. This is not the position that I was meant to be in. I was supposed to be enjoying my life in a different manner, in a different way, with different people around me. But where do I always find myself? Back in the direction of God. Do you know why? Because it is my number one's heart desire. My number one's heart desire is to love God, to trust him, and to find him, to seek knowledge through him, through the Bible, through my pastors, through each and every person I have encountered in my life. That is the reason why I make it my duty to listen and to learn from each and every one, from each and every situation. And what I also learn is to stay away from things that tempt me the easiest, stay away from things that I feel can cause me harm. So, for instance, like I said, I became a mother young, right? I became a mother young, and there are so many things I feel like, or I felt like I could have done differently. And sometimes I end up around people who say, hey, you're living a boring life. It's like you're held down. Let's go and do this and let's go and do that. Do you know what I have to do? There are times I had to get rid of these people in my life, like stay away from them completely. If I meet them on the road, just hi and bye. And these are people that I loved and I respect to this day. But I realized that they are not on the same page. Most of them are able to do these things and still be stable, but I know for a fact when I start, I may not be able to come back So that is the reason why I never go that far, and I try and I pray about it every single day. I pray about it. I've never done it on my own. I always pray for what I want, and I must say that I have faith, and God has always answered my prayers. Always. God has never ever left me undone. Never ever. Are you okay? What's wrong? Sorry. God has never ever left me undone. That is the reason why I am able to always make it through regardless of each and every situation that I face. I am a really strong person, but I could never be this strong if God wasn't by my side, if I didn't love God, if I didn't want to be close to him. And like David, I am making so many mistakes. Like Solomon, like Samson, I have failed God in so many different ways, but not purposely. Not purposely, just looking to do bad things and hoping that he would forgive us because he loves us. Whenever I failed, it's because I was weak, because of certain temptations. So I say all this to say, never look up, never let someone be so much of a role model to you, whereby if the person happens to do something that you don't expect them to do, you stop trusting in God. You should first and foremost let God be your role model. Secondly, let Jesus, the perfect man, the one who walked on earth and sinned not, be your role model before any other human being. I say all this just to strengthen you guys, and I say all this to let you know that I, as an individual, I need strength. And sometimes the persons that God has appointed to help us to change the world, or to help us to be strong, they also need us. They also need to hear a good word. They also need to hear, hey, pastor, you can make it. Is there, do you want to talk? Is there something on your mind, pastor? Read this scripture, it would strengthen you. Here's a song to uplift you. Because those people that has been appointed at the very top to do God's will, these are the ones who get tempted the most. These are the ones the enemies are always attacking. So that is the reason why we should make sure that they are always covered, always focused, and we should be able to forgive them regardless of what happens in their life. Because you have to understand, everybody is a human being. We're human beings. We are not perfect. We were born into sin, so we will be tempted the same way. Everyone is tempted the same way. There is no this sin is for that person and this sin is for that person based on the lineup in church. No, everybody gets tempted. However, a lot of persons, they are able to resist the temptation because through prayers God has strengthened them. So let God continue to strengthen you. Me, I'm also working, searching, trying to be the person that I was meant to be. I know it's going to take me a long way, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up because I love this man. He's always been there for me, always been there for me. God, you know, and you see, you know my heart, and you know everything that I have and everything that I want, everything that I want to be is for you. And I just want to lift up your name, Lord. And I know for a fact this is what I was meant to be. I tried so many times to run away from what God wanted me to do. I remember when I was at the age of 17, I attempted suicide, and I was in the hospital at my deathbed. And at that time, I just wanted to die. But then I realized that, hey, Shanika, your life doesn't end here. God doesn't want you to die. He doesn't want you to leave this earth like that. Because you're a good person. You were meant to inspire. And on that deathbed, I made an oath to God that I will always serve him. And because I have been running away from that oath, so many things has happened in my life. So many things has happened in my life, and it will continue to happen because I refuse to keep up my bargain. I refuse to keep that promise that I gave to God. He gave me life. He made me better, and I promise that I will serve him. And I just want to tell you guys, please encourage me in whatever way possible, because I have something that I need to do for God. He has always been there for me. I promised him that I will do that, do his will. And I am really trying. I'm trying my hardest. And there are times I get so tempted. I wonder what's going on in my life. And I mean, I'm just saying all this to let you guys know sometimes the persons you are looking up to are the ones that are struggling the most, the ones that are fighting the most, the ones that are wondering what is the next step in my life, the ones that are feeling crazy, the ones that are feeling insecure. So never just judge a book by the cover. Never just look at someone and say, hey, I want to be like this person because they has it together. Sometimes this person is close to falling. They're close to falling, but due to the fact that God is with them, due to the fact that they have certain things that they promised God to do, they keep on holding on. So that is the reason why, regardless of who you think you are, you can help someone. You can help someone. Put yourself in a position to help someone. You can help change a life. Sometimes you get the urge to talk to someone. Go ahead and talk to them. Sometimes that person may be feeling so depressed, so frustrated, and all they wanted was just someone to intervene. If you feel that urge in your spirit, go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to end right now and let you guys know that I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys looking at my channel. Continue to follow me. Continue to follow God first before you follow anything else, and hit the subscription button for more videos. I will be posting on a daily basis. So you have yourself a wonderful day. Leave a like and a comment in the comment section. Take care of yourself. Until next time, I will see you again. Bye bye. Say bye bye.
Spreading the news, no be paper. Your power is greater. Now I'm telling my story, the story of glory to glory. Instead of crawling, I'm flying. Everything